I love doing coming to the gym, working out. It started with boredom. You know, I'll sit in the house and it's like, man, you know, I don't want to play video games all day. You know, I can't sleep. You know, let's go to the gym and, you know, get myself tired and go back home and go to sleep. The rim's broken.
It's screws out of that, that's why.
Yeah, usually I make all of them. We started with him holding a rope and our run. Because some days the wind is stronger than others. It just feels like you're not going anywhere. You're just going like running in water. I didn't know what to expect, you know, because the funny part, the wind was blowing this way the first time. So when we started, oh man, this is easy. Man, I might as well just take this off. Then we came back and the wind just took me. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. You know, I mean, it takes 25 seconds to run 100. It takes 25 seconds to run 100. You know, the motivation's there. You know, it's always been there. The big picture, you know, I don't want to put no expectations on our season because it seems like whenever time you put an expectation on the season, you know, it's never where you want it. You know, for the last couple of years, I've been saying in my mind, we're gonna do 50 this year, you know. And then when you get to that 38, you know, with 20 games left, you know, you go damn 3 for 17, you know, and it's like, did we jinx ourselves, or should we just use this season and just say, look, we're just gonna go out there and play as hard as we can, you know, enjoy the game of basketball and see where that takes us.
In the morning shoot-around, the players are talking about feeding off energy from the Knicks' victory.
It's going to be a physical game from jump. You know, if you've watched any of their last few games, they've been trying to get a little more physical. Well, they've always been physical, but they're really pressing that they want to win games. You know, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a fun game.
Just try to bring as much energy as possible and just play with with your heart on your sleeve and just go out there and give it your all.
They're going to come in motivated. I think, you know, for us coming into the game, it's about as good as what we can feel coming into the game.
The Wizards are preparing to face two opponents, the Boston Celtics and themselves. 5 times this season, the Wizards have won 2 games in a row, only to lose the third game. 2 hours before tip-off, the talk is building steam about trying to get that third win in a row.
You know, every time we talk about it, we don't play very good, so I'm not even going to talk about it.
Boston is trying to avoid losing 4 in a row for the first time this season. Washington would come out ready to run.
Top of the arc. Now back right side, right at the top of the game. Miller turns, shoots, got it, and one! Back to Floyd, right wing, 8 of the clock. Floyd, down low inside, Hayward, the hook, bounce around and in, and yes, a 4-point play the Glenn Consort called.
A bad trend from this season. The Wizards were down 7 early.
The right corner, Mike Miller. Feeds cutting Hayward to the basket, slam! Brendan Hayward would not be denied that time.
Working their way back to within 1.
Block. Oberto feeds the cutting Blatch in the lane, flips on the shot, no, gets his own rebound, puts it up again and scores. And the Wizards on a 10-2 run.
Boston would score, and Washington would respond. The synergy is building.
drives, gets to the paint, fade away, got it! Tough shot by Blatch over Rasheed Wallace. Wizards go up 33-28. The left corner, Nick Young. Drive, left elbow, turn, shoots, scores! Nick Young, he loves that elbow jumper.
Yeah.
The Wizards are floating above the Celtics, trying to push their opponent around.
Stolen by Blatch. Blatch working left to right, coming up court. Bounce pass, cutting Young, stop, right hand. More bench production, and the Wizards go up 43-36 on the Celtics, their biggest lead.
Boston shows poise and holds their ground. Like a prize fight, taking each other's best shot.
Miller out front for three. He's open. It's there. It's there. Mike Miller for three.
The seesaw tips for the Wizards. As the buzzer sounds for the third round, neither team backs down.
On Paul Pierce, 5 o'clock. Butler now, jab step, fade away, baseline left. Got it over Paul Pierce. Oh, he loves that mano stuff with Paul Pierce.
The Wizards begin to stumble and need to regroup. Tough juice makes a tough jumper.
Turns, shoots in the corner, scores!
Oh my goodness.
Wow, how did he do that? He
I don't know.
barely could hold on to the ball, and he scores.
Boston is on the ropes down 8. The fourth round begins with haymakers keeping each other at arm's length until Boston lands a punch. The Wizards go cold, looking up for any sign that will come out on top. Boston and Washington end up on the opposite end of streets. Mr. Poland's joy for giving was spread around the city for day 6 of the 12 days of holiday cheer.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
It is a big time for us. It's the 12 days of holiday cheer, and today with family to family, I mean, it helps because you do have players like Deshaun who steps up at the beginning of the season and is like, hey, here's what I want to do for the holidays, and we appreciate it.
If I want to, adopt a family, and I did, to do something like this is special. A lot of people don't get gifts on Christmas, so, to get back, it's a good thing.
So we want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas.
You can share with people, and you can see the faces of the kids. It's unbelievable. It's priceless. So that is a good chance to make people happy, and those kids have a great Christmas.
Continuing with the holiday tradition, Deron Butler held his big bike giveaway at Verizon Center. Brand new bikes and helmets were given to over 100 children of military families, some who have lost a parent in combat or have a parent that is deployed overseas.
There you go, sweetheart. Don't forget to wear that helmet when you're riding out there. Thank all you guys for coming out, and happy holidays to all of you. This bike giveaway is something I've been doing for the last couple of years and wanted to bring it into the Christmas holidays. I'd like to thank the Wizards for making this happen with me along with Walmart. So I appreciate it. Cheer us on tonight against the Boston Celtics, and hopefully we get a win. What's up, man? Happy holidays to you.
I'm a big fan of you.
Are you? Appreciate that. You gonna watch the game tonight? Good.
Hey, this is an exciting night to be here. The Cavaliers in town, sellout crowd, and Antoine Jameson comes back.
The Cavaliers made their one and only regular season trip to the district.
So our captain, we got our captain back, so it's going to be a very exciting game for us.
Even with Antoine Jameson back in the lineup, the Wizards stumbled out of the gates again.
As James drives and scores. Mike again. How about that? Wide open for a long look at a three now. LeBron spinning away from trouble.
But it would be a tale of two halves.
So the Wizards battle back from 17 down to cut it to 3.
The Wizards would chip away at the lead behind Jameson's 31 points and stifling defense on LeBron James.
For Jamison, who goes baseline, puts it up, score the field goal, and he'll go to the line. Ron Butler will take the open jumper. Big shot. Gilbert goes all the way to lay it in, and the Wizards are back up on top. Boykins, good move. Now he takes the jumper and hits it.
LeBron now comes up court, drives, gets in the lane. Deshaun Stevenson, jump ball. Jump ball. Deshaun Stevenson forces a jump ball. Now a technical foul to LeBron James. And this crowd is loving every minute of it.
We had Cavs tonight up by 17. Washington now has matched that lead for themselves.
The Wizards were victorious. It's the first practice for the Wizards with their new teammates. Switching teams in the middle of a season can be a harrowing experience that comes with the territory.
It wasn't really a big deal to me. I just packed my bags for like a week or two. Spent a lot of time with my son before I left. And, just got on the plane and got up here. I'm looking forward to getting fans on my side and going out there and getting some wins. Or just take the same things I learned from Dallas and bring them up here. There's no backing down. I want to make a push for the playoffs. I've never set out playoff session. So 6 games out, we can make a push. We just got to go out there and want it more than the other team.
The Wizards are trying to breathe new life into a team in need of revitalization. With the second half of the season about to begin, the game is afoot.